Hey guys, how you doing? Copy I will be dissecting today is a copy written by one of the greatest copywriter ever, John Carlton. Like this is the first time I'll be dissecting a copy written by one of the old guys on this channel. I do dissect their copy, but I don't send it there. And the reason is I don't really like dissecting all these old guys' copy because I believe dissecting present running copy you're gonna learn a lot of stuff from it than dissecting all these old guys. Because like what these guys have in their copy are the basic knowledge of copywriting that you can't run from. You just have to keep going back to the basic. But the reason I don't dissect their copy much is because I believe some things are outdated now with the way they structure their copy and some other stuff too are outdated. So it's normal you dissect presently running copy from copywriters that are still working, like copywriters that are yet to retire. So you're gonna learn some stuff you won't see in this thing. But this is a copy written by John Carlton, and if you see the copy now, you're gonna see that copy. Like if you dissect the copy, you're going to discover that the copy is a great one. It has some stuff you won't even find in some of the present running copy. And if you know who John Carlton is a protege of Guy Albert, and he's also a crazy guy. Like John Carlton is very very good. I would love to share this copy with you, but I can't do that because I don't have access to this to the copy. If I share with you, you will have to ask for access from the person that shared with me. And the person asked me not to share it. So I'll just like this is a collection of all his copy. Like this is the collection of all his letter. I think I have like 10 copy or 12 copy in this collection alone. If you see it here, you see that this is 182 pages. So want to slash strokes from your game almost overnight. Like this is the leading sentence. He asks the leading question and the leading sentence as a question. And when you see this once like this copy is promoting a golf stuff. So want to slash strokes from your game almost overnight. I don't know if this slash stroke is something they use in golf. Like golfers are they are familiar with it. So it is possible that this is something they use, like that golfers use and they are familiar with. So this leading sentence is served as calling out his target audience. So if golfers are familiar with slashing strokes, so they know that this thing is for golfers. So if you are reading this and you don't understand these slash strokes or you are not a golfer, this is not for you. And another thing this one do is that it's like this is their desire, like this desire of golfers, they want to slash strokes from their game almost overnight. And you see this almost overnight here. Like it's promising ease, like it is fast. When you see something that said almost overnight, you're going to get the result almost overnight. And I'm sure like this is a huge claim. Like this is a huge claim almost overnight. Getting a result from something almost overnight. I'm sure he's going to back it up in the copy. So let's get into it. Amazing secret discovered by one-legged cover golfer adds 50 yards to your drives, eliminates hooks and slices, and can slash up 10 strokes from your game almost overnight. You see, it's bringing this almost overnight again. Now you can learn to use your natural ability to load every drive with 200% more explosive power almost overnight again, getting distance you could only dream of before while nailing shot after shot exactly where you want it, as accurate as clockwork. And if you are like most golfers, knocking a pile of strokes off your next round impossible, not if you believe what lifelong professionals and hot new amateurs worldwide are now saying. So let's dissect this headline. Amazing secrets, amazing secrets, amazing secret discovered by one-legged golfer. You see this amazing secret, like this amazing secrets here. This is let's say this is like this headline. It has different big idea. It has different uniqueness. Like the uniqueness in this big headline is not one. Like this amazing secret, it's a uniqueness on its own. One leg golfer is one another uniqueness. Adds 50 yards to your drives, 10 strokes, all these 200%. These are the ultra specificity of these headlines. And when we're talking about the usefulness, it eliminates hooks and slices, it adds 50 yards to your drives, and can slash up to 10 strokes from your game. And there are some usefulness here too. The urgency is this almost overnight. Like this almost overnight is the urgency here. Like this headline. One thing I always notice about this John Carlton's headline. This is not if you are reading, if you've dissected some of John Carlton's copy in the past, or you've seen some of his copy, you'll notice that his headline are always bulky and huge. So in the headline, you find different ultra specificity, like he use figures a lot, and the uniqueness. You won't normal headline. There will only be one thing that will be unique in the headline, but in John Carlton's copy, in the headline of his copy, you always see more than two, even sometimes three uniqueness in the headline. So let's move on. Dear friend, if you've ever wanted to drive a Golf with the explosive velocity of Owitsa Cannon, adding half the length of a football field to your tee shots alone, while hitting all your fairways and greens with masterful precision, then this will be the most important message you ever read. Yeah, you see, this what's it called, like this lead, if you've ever wanted to drive a golf, like this is something, like this is their dream, like the dream and desire of golfers. This is something they want to do, like this is something they've been envisioning to do. Then they are bringing it to their face now, that if you've ever wanted to do it, then this letter will be the most important message you ever read. Like this is like a big promise of transformation. This lead is a big promise of transformation. Here is what this is all about. My name is Dr. Michael O'Leary, and until very recently, I was your basic hacker. I had a love slash hate relationship with golf. Some days I'll be driving like a pro, maybe even fleeting occasionally with pal. While the next afternoon my game would absolutely go all to hell. I swear I've stood at the edge of the lake, holding my bag overhead, one emotional head trigger away from tossing the whole mess and never stepping up to another ball the rest of my life. This I've once been in your shoe. You know, he said he's Dr. Michael O'Leary, like he's trying to build credibility for himself here by saying doctor. Although this thing doesn't have anything to do with medicine or health. Like people, any place they hear doctor, they always give them this crazy respect. They always like he's a doctor, it's something, someone I have to listen to. So when he said he's a doctor, and when he said he's a doctor, he's building credibility for him. And he was also telling a story, like he has this hate and love and hate relationship. Some days he's going to kick golf ball like a pro, and some days he's going to kick it like an amateur. So this I've once been in your shoes. So if you're a golfer and you're experiencing such too, you know that, oh yeah, I'm not the only one. This dude is also experiencing the same. Doesn't it drive you nuts? I had no consistency of my game at all. Even after 12 years of playing regularly, no way to tell what each round would bring. And it wasn't for lack of trying either. I I had easily I would easily dropped several $1,000 having pros tell me what a horrible hook I had, and if only I would start twisting my body like this on the upstring. Yeah, right. Fortunately, I'm the kind of guy who will bitch to anyone who will listen. Another sub headline. That's how I ran into Milt Wallace, and my life instantly changed forever. In a few short weeks after listening to Milt's advice, this is a turning point for him. Like this discovery, more like the discovery story. You know, he was once a guy that doesn't have consistency with his game in golf. So he has been trying a lot of stuff, paying different people until he met Mitch Wallace, and Mitch Wallace was the one that changed the story for him. I infused my swing with so much new power that I was consistently muzzling drives 50 yards further than I ever had before. And you should have seen the look on my body's faces when I started using an 8 iron from 180 yards out, nailing shots they missed with their 5 iron. This is the desire of their target audience. Like they want to. This is also the benefit. Like these are what you gain. These are what you gain if you read this to the end. 50 yards, you'll be able to drive 50 yards further than you've ever had before. You feel so much new power in your swing. You will be able to start using 8 iron from 180 yards. Like some of your bodies, they'll be looking you, like you'll be seeing you, and you too be feeling yourself. I saw a 110% improvement in my fairways and greens hit in regulation, where my old swing would give me a successful shot 4 out of 10 times. I was now hitting 8 and 9 successful shots out of 10. That's unbelievable accuracy. Even some pros can't claim. Plus, incredibly, my handicap plummeted from 16 to just 7 in less than 4 months. is also another sub headline. Like if you notice there are sub headline, and this sub headline, fortunately I'm the kind of guy who will bitch to anyone who will listen. This one is packed with curiosity. This one is packed with benefits, and it just gets better and better. My faith completely disappeared, and I became absolutely fearless on the links, going after every shot as if I had magical powers. But it's not magic at all. You see, what I learned from Milt had almost nothing to do with me and everything to do with the amazing new swing he had developed over the years. He calls it the triple coil swing, and he got the idea for it over 15 years ago while watching a one-legged man tee up and proceed to rip one of the longest drives Milt had ever witnessed. Back then, Milt was already a professional golfer, earning a living as the course pro at again Oaks in California. Yet his game and his demand as an exclusive teacher of serious golfers was about to change forever. Like this, and if you notice one thing, like this copy is different from all the copy, like all the presently running copy. Like the discovery story now, we are getting into two different discovery story. Like this guy, Mike O'Leary, he's telling us how he discovered the secret. He discovered it by from Milt Wallace, and Milt Wallace also discovered it by watching on one-legged golfer. And that one-leg golfer, like this is the big idea of this copy. Like this is big idea of this copy. This is what this whole copy is built on. Like they are telling you something about one-legged man who is a golfer. And something another point, Milt actually felt sorry for the one-legged man who was teeing up for his first shot until he saw him drive the ball 320 yards dead center down the fairway. While maintaining a smooth grace even his two-legged companions couldn't manage. Imagine how this one-legged man must have looked standing up to the ball, swinging back and following through. Milt was sure the poor guy should have fallen over, but he didn't. In fact, his balance was absolutely impeccable. And in a flash of insight, Milt saw the truth. This one-legged man actually had an advantage over normal golfers. Another sub-headline. This one is also filled with curiosity. Like he wants to know the advantage the man had over normal golfers. It was because this man was forced to balance on one leg. Milt will explain the physics and which leg it was to you later. That he was able to supercharge his swing by letting the naturally coiled tension of his movement cock and then explode. Yet he remained rock solid in balance, able to repeat each shot so predictably that he could often tell you within 10 feet where the ball would land. The triple call swing Mills developed after watching this one-legged man's display is so simple, yet so crushingly powerful that anyone can use it to turn their game into a predictable machine-like weapon. With two legs to stand on, your power and accuracy only increases dramatically, giving you complete domination over the links and your opponents. How can a simple swing do all this for you? Easy, because this new swing is about to talk about is a unique mechanism, like the unique mechanism of the solution. Why this triple coil string can do all this and how it's going to do it. Uses natural ability to load your body with enough precise torque to keep every swing exact and online even as you are tearing the cover of the ball. These are also another sub-headline to move into the unique mechanism. Anyway, there is a very good reason I'm telling you all this. You see, for years, the only way to learn this amazing triple coil string was to hire Milt Wallace personally, and it never came cheap. In fact, for the last 10 years, he has been charging $225 an hour with a minimum of 6 lessons in a package, meaning it would have cost you $1,350 just in fees to learn this string. That is, if you could nail him down for an appointment. He's perhaps the most sought after golf teacher in the country. Now, he's doing two things here. He's doing price anchoring, scarcity, and also building credibility. This is the price anchoring when he was talking about what it costs to charge what it costs to hire Miss Wallace as your coach personally. These two $1,350. These are the price anchoring parts. And it's also telling you that if you could nail him down for an appointment, that is, this man is scarce. The most sought after golf teacher in the country. This is the credibility. And Milt would have gone on giving only personal lesson for staggering fees, even though his health has been bad lately. So now it's like another thing he's doing here is that he has give these guys hope, like he has given them hope that with meals you'll be able to do a lot of anything you want to do as a golfer. Like you'll be able to learn new technique that will give you an advantage over other golfer. Then he shatter that hope by telling them that you can't hire nail can't hire Milt rather because Milt is very very busy and it's very difficult to get him to teach you. And Milt would have gone on giving only personal lesson for staggering fees, even though his health has been bad lately. Until I convinced him. So like now he wants to tell you the reason. Like he wants to tell you the reason he wants to give you this offer. Like this offer is not a personal coaching or personal lesson. Like it's just like a general stuff. So like he said it is difficult to get him to even give you one-on-one stuff. Like someone that is difficult to get him to give you one-on-one and personal lesson now wants to give general lesson. You know that they will want to tell you the reason. Like as a prospect, they have this objection like you people are here again. Like you are lying. Someone said it's difficult to get him to give him personal lesson. Why will he be giving a general lesson now? So they want to give you the lesson, the reason behind that in order to break that objection, that skepticism the prospect have. Until I convince him. So he's telling like he's the one that convinced him to give this opportunity. That was one. And Merit also has bad health lately. If he would allow me to videotape him teaching a simple coil string and sell these tapes to people, even for a slight fraction of his fee, I knew that within a year's time, so many people worldwide would buy the videos that Mills would never have to give another personal lesson again. He could actually make a better living by charging spare change while enlarging his audience than he could by getting a few wealthy covers a month for his Cadillac fees. And Mills agreed, sort of. Actually, he made me a deal. We could test this low cost offer in a few places, and if it did well, the deal was on. If it didn't, however, he would put the videotape off the market forever and go back to his outrageous fee for personal lessons. Like this is also an urgency. Like they are not telling you this is also an urgency, but it's a subtle one. Let's dissect it and bring out the urgency in it. They are telling you like this thing they are doing is testing. Like they are testing this low cost offer. If it did well, they will start selling it everywhere. So if you see it as a golfer, like if a golfer see this, they will be like, let me buy this thing immediately. So it's going to do well for everyone to have access to it. Like that's what they will have in mind. And another emotion some golfers might have is that let me just buy this. Even if it didn't do well, they can just take it off the market and no other golfer will have access to it. That's also an other emotion they will have in mind. So you see that this is an urgency, but it's a subtle one. But it's going to go on like it's an urgency that goes into the subconscious mind of the prospect that will make them want to take action immediately. That means if you are reading this message, the deal is on for right now. This is an unbelievably exciting package designed so you don't waste a dime checking it out in your own home. When what you get is two videotapes shot in a professional studio in San Diego and on the links at a local prestigious golf course. Each tape details exactly everything you need to know to master the triple coil string in the shortest time possible. Nothing Nothing has been left out. You get the same instructional format that Meet uses for his hyper-expensive personal lessons with the added advantage that you have it all on tape so you can rewind and go over any part you like until it becomes second nature. Plus, you will see like this is more like what you get. Like this is the offer. This is the offer of the stuff. Now we are getting into the part where John Carlton is like let's just say this John Carlton struck forte. Like this man, he likes using bullets like mad. In his copy, you will see different bullets. Like the man can use more than 20 bullets in a single copy. Like the man is very good at that. The one mistake even pro golfers make that kills. All these are fascinations are bullets. Let's check it out. The one mistake even pro golfers make that kills the power in their downstroke and how to use a simple, easy adjustment that will instantly increase your power by 200% or more. Imagine consistently hitting 300-yard drives and nailing greens from 150 yards out with a 9 iron. How to master these new all these things are bullets and fascinations. In there you are going to see your desires, like desires of the prospect, the benefits, and things to make people to like open loops. Like there are open some loops in these bullets which you can't close unless you get the product. You see how long these bullets are. Plus, with a special segment of advanced instruction, you get to see how a real experienced golfer is able to immediately alter his lifelong habit and adopt this new string for incredible new power, distance and accuracy, and how a rank beginner can see his game skills skyrocket almost overnight. And there is more. You also get a study instruction manual. All these are their offer. Like these are their offer instruction manual that gives you even more detailed information about your new string, so you will always have an easy reference right at your fingertips. You can take this manual to the links with you. It has all the most common answers you will ever have to take your game into the stratosphere. Can a simple string like this really make that kind of difference in your game? You bet it can. Just listen to what this experienced golfer says. Like people are skeptical, like they are skeptical now. Like with all these promises you made and all these things you've done in your offer, they'll be like, "How am I so sure this thing is gonna work? Like this single string you are about to show me is going to give me all these results." So they are breaking the objection by showing proof, and the proof is in form of testimonials. These are what people that have used it are saying. And if you notice, one thing they did here is that like they mentioned the full name of all the guys they've used it. Edward Ray Alcadian. They are also mentioning their what's it called, like their location, to show like these people are real people. This testimonial is not one that we just manufacture from somewhere. This thing is real. These are testimonials, 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 testimonials. Are these golfers any different than you? No, they are not. They represent professionals, amateurs, beginners, and lifelong golfers with the same passion and skill you bring to the game. Another thing is this: like if this is a modern day copy, like they might say listen to Edward, this a amateur or a beginner that was able to do this, that was able to do that. But because it's an old copy, like you can't expect them to do all this stuff. But he said it here, like all these people, some of them are professionals, some of them are amateurs, some of them are beginners, and some of them are lifelong golfers. So this thing is for you. It doesn't matter if you are a professional, it doesn't matter if you are if an amateur, it doesn't matter if you are a beginner, it doesn't matter if you are a lifelong golfer. This thing is gonna work for you because all these people that have tried it, they fit into different categories too. The only thing they did was to put their doubts aside and give this new string a try. For some of them, it cost several thousand dollars in personal lessons and was worth every penny. If you too can simply put your doubts aside for a short time, you can see for yourself just what it's like to hit drives 50 yards further than like this is the desire. And also trying to persuade, like to convince them that most of these guys they paid huge amount of money for this, but you won't be paying what these guys paid rather in order to get this in order to get access to this. Even better, you will get the same instruction for a fraction of what everyone else had to pay. Listen, a lot of guys all over the world are gonna be furious with me for sharing this secret weapon with string with you. Especially since you won't be paying even part of what they had to shell out for one lesson. But that's just too bad. It has been a secret for too long. Oh, it will take a while for this string to become so common. You will see everyone using it. After all, most governments have invested so much time and money in their current game to justify spending even a dime on something new. Even if it is a simple string that will change their lives, that's just human nature. Besides, if you have stayed with me this far, you aren't like other golfers anyway. So let me tell you what the deal is. Calling my golfing office right now. Remember, this deal may not last past today. At this is the call to action. Like the call to action. Ask for Department 2G. This is what they want you to do. And tell whoever answers you want to take the risk free deal on the triple coil shrink videos. The price is just $69 plus 5% plus $5 shipping. And if you prefer, you can fill out the simple priority order form I've enclosed and mail it with your check or money order. This is the simple, what's it called? And this is the CTA, the call to action. You know, it's like it's an old copy, so it is different from what we are familiar with now. Total, like the subtotal is just $774 rather. And another thing is in this city they tell you what you're gonna do after this, like what you are expected to do in order to get your hand on on the product you order. The price wouldn't even buy you 15 minutes with meals at his regular fees, the thousands of dollars that people have been giving him for over 10 years for personal lessons, yet for the price of one green fee at a fancy country club. Like you see this, they are trying to justify the price, telling you like this thing is very, very low. I don't know what they do in a fancy country club, but the other like it might this one green fee might be something that is very low for golfer at a fancy country club. You can own mid-string for yourself with this videos plus the manual that reveal to you everything you would learn in private lessons. That my friend is the bargain of a lifetime for a serious golfer like yourself. What's more, the money is actually irrelevant because you also get a 3 month no risk 100% money back guarantee. There's also a guarantee here. That's how it works. They're explaining how the guarantee works. So call right now, another CTA. Sincerely, Dr. Oleri. PS, please call right now while you are still reading. There is no risk, no reason at all not to try this amazing package for yourself. This PS, another CTA, they also embedded another CTA with an urgency. Like this is everything about the copy. Like it's just 8 pages. Yeah, this is the order form. More like what's it called? More like the what do we call it now? Yeah, checkout page. Like this is another form, more like the checkout page we use in today's copy and today's website. So this is everything, like this is everything about the copy. If you see the copy, I would love to share the copy with you, but I can't do that. But you can just go on you can go on what's it called? Like on swipe.co. Like this copy is on swipe.co. You can go on there and you check it out. You see it. Like the copy is on swipe.co. Like if you check it now, like I have another this is the second volume. This is also another volume, like the third volume. So I'll try to send like 10 copy. I'll try to dissect like 10 copy from this collection into this what's it called, like into this channel. So expect 10 videos dissecting John Carlton's copy. Like these days I'll try to dissect more copy from all these old guys. I'll dissect John Carlton copy, Gary Albert copy, John Capel's copy, Claude Hopkins copy, and yeah, Eugene Schwartz copy. I'll dissect each copy from this guy. So go back to the basic, check out how those guys back then, how they write their copy, how they structure everything, and how they were able to bring crazy amount of money for their clients just by writing 8 pages copy and some other stuff like that. That's what we're going to be doing these days. So thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching this video, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. And if you are if you have been watching video on this channel before, please like this video and also recommend this channel to your friends that are copywriters so they can also learn from this place. Like this video so YouTube can also show it to more people. Thank you very much.